Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome back to PSA TV. This is the Wake Up Call segment. I'm Avalon Williams. In studio with us here, Mr. Francis. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming here this morning. You know, the first question I want to ask you, because I know you were a school teacher before, and now you're into fitness.
Yes.
If you could just tell, persons that are watching this morning, just tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, well, morning PSA viewers. But just to correct you a little bit, I've kind of been involved in fitness more than half my life, really. That's what I studied abroad. I've always been involved in sport and water polo specifically, right? And then, well, I went back to my alma mater at St. Anthony's to teach, right? I ended up teaching PE, right? And getting involved with their football team and all the successes over the years that we've had. I work with Mr. Gross now. So, I mean, I've always been involved with sport and fitness and stuff like that. And then I, through another friend of mine, had the inspiration to utilize what I learned abroad, right, in England, to open up my own fitness center, So I started off at St. Anthony's using the hall, starting some after-work classes. And then I told myself, well, you know what, it's time to take this to the next step. So that's when I went full-time and opened my own gym on Stone Street. And that's where we've been since January of 2018.
So would you say this was one of your biggest dreams that you have accomplished?
Yeah, I would say one of them, yeah, definitely. They say nothing better than owning your own business and working for yourself and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but at least, I wake up in the morning eager to come to work.
Okay, that's good. What kind of clients expect from you, to say, with first 3 months?
Oh, well, first of all, we don't focus solely or as much on getting the results in terms of to look a certain way or, you must achieve these results by this time, because everybody's different, right? What we really initially want is for people to come in and feel comfortable exercising, feel motivated, want to come, 3 times, 4 times every day, and then the results will come eventually, right? So it's all about getting the consistency first, getting them to enjoy what they're doing. And we tend to make people feel as though they're part of a family, right? So that helps in the comfort and I guess the motivation in wanting to come back.
In terms of diet plan though, do you offer that to your clients? Well,
I'm not a nutritionist by trade, right? However, what we do, we will advise, right? We do evaluations, and a part of the evaluation is your lifestyle and your dietary habits and stuff like that. So obviously, if it's way off track, we try to streamline you back to where it should be, right? Healthy eating, regular balanced diets and things like that, right? I mean, we also provide supplements, Herbalife supplements, to those who we feel may need it or interested in it, right? That can serve to fill gaps in diets that a lot of people have. Okay, so we more advise, and if it's something like way out of our scope, then we will refer to the professionals.
Okay. For someone like myself who loves to eat curry,
as I'm sure many people do.
Curry and Chinese.
Right, okay.
Would you say that's bad every single day? I mean, I can eat curry every day.
I wouldn't say it's bad because there are people that do it, right?
But they said this saffron is sort of good for you. I don't know how true that is.
No, it is, right? I mean, as with everything, it's about moderation. And what we found and what I've seen in discussions with a lot of people is that the main problem is the portion sizes and the amount that people eat at one time and things like that. That's usually the biggest problem over what people eat. Now, obviously, you want to stay away from the fatty foods and a lot of sugars and all that sort of stuff, right? But to say that, you need to stop eating rice and stop eating all these sort of, it's not so much as to cut it out completely, but maybe to decrease the portion size, probably at first a real minimal amount, and then
Right.
slowly bring it back in your diet, but on a more manageable, level and stuff like that. So that's mainly the problem. But I mean, in terms of for you, maybe not so much every day, you know.
Every day for me. Andrew, I want to just go back a bit. You were a teacher before at St. Anthony's.
Yeah.
How was that for you? How was your experience with children, and now you're dealing with adults? What was your experience like in St. Anthony's?
Well, I mean, for me in St. Anthony's, it was fulfilling in a lot of ways, right? I taught, all the forms at some point in time through my tenure there. And there's different, forms of fulfillment that was gained. So like for the lower school, the seeing them learning different aspects of health and sport and fitness and things like that, and the questions that I would be getting from, let's say, like the Form 1s and 2s and stuff like that was eye-opening, right? And then, going up, then we're looking at more the examinable forms, 5, 6, and the results that they're getting, but not only the results, but, some of the goals that the PE students would have in terms of what they would do after, what they want to study at university or what their careers probably they wanted to do and things like that, and how I could possibly help them, right? Because, I mean, we know that in terms of scholarships, the big push is the academics, the maths and the English and sciences and stuff like that. And PE is a science subject, first of all, right? But we have a lot of athletes in St. Anthony's that maybe that would be their route for success in life, right? So I had a lot of success with some of the boys in that route and helping them along that way, in terms of understanding what they may need to be better athletes, or maybe a guideline as to, studying sport outside or even here at university level is an option, right, that they didn't think about. So things like that.
Would you say there's a lot of gang involvements with students in schools? Because I'm always on social media. I'm seeing a lot going on, but I've seen stuff came out of St. Anthony's as well. What is your take with that with students?
Well, schools are a reflection of society and the community, right? Just on a much smaller scale. So, I mean, there are elements like that, along with the good elements, the positive elements and things like that. So, I mean, I can't deny it, right? There are those sorts of negative elements in schools, in all schools. It's just the extent, the amount, the size, the severity of whatever situation that might happen. Some schools may be better at keeping it on the down low than others, But I mean, like I said, schools are a segment of society that there's all those sorts of things that take place. And I mean, unfortunately, I had experience with those sorts of things in St. Anthony's, but we deal with it accordingly.
Do you miss teaching though?
I'll tell you what I do miss. I miss that fulfillment and satisfaction gained from reaching out to students, to the boys. Sometimes, the little camaraderie and stuff like that with them, with members of staff. But I mean, I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I have no regrets in, leaving that part of my life and, starting my business and stuff like that full time. So, yeah.
I've heard some teachers, I've met one just Monday, and she said to me that a teacher's salary is not good. She said she cannot live on their salary.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of argument or contention, based on things like that. You just have to look at the role of teachers, and ask yourself, well, okay, if you didn't have teachers, what would happen? Right? And scale your payment your accordingly, to that. And I mean, I guess I could agree to a point that it is, or is not where it should be, right? But I guess it's based on your means of living, you know,
Right.
what your costs are and stuff like that. So I mean, I can't say I complain. I mean, yeah, it's tough, right? Economy is not easy, but I managed. I mean, my wife is also a teacher, so I mean,
Right.
together we were able to get it done.
Same
right?
school or?
No. She's at St. Francois Girls.
Okay.
Yeah. She's teaching biology. So, I mean, we have that whole science thing down.
So, Mr. Andrew, what can people expect from Duro Body?
Well, we like to push fun fitness, right? So people could definitely expect that, right? We offer a wide range of fitness components, right? Strength, muscular conditioning, cardio. We even have a stretch class once a week, right? That incorporates some elements of yoga, but I know some people think yoga and be like, nah, that's not for me. But I mean, we really just offer it in terms of to maintain muscular health, you know,
Right.
to keep your flexibility and stuff like that. We also have a session on Saturdays for kids, right?
That's nice.
Between the ages of 6 to 12. So if you have your little ones, you could bring them. And while we do games and activities with them, you could do a workout, right? We have classes for the parents and then we have activities for the kids. So everybody does something, right? So I mean, our whole schedule and everything like that is on Facebook.
Do you do outdoors activities as well?
Yes, sometimes we incorporate activities with a group called Pathfinders Adventures, right? And they do hikes and different excursions out at least once a month. So we kind of promote that with our members to team up with them and have some fun outside.
What about like personal training? Do you do personal training?
Yes.
House calls and stuff like that?
Yes, we have personal training, right? Obviously, that's at a different rate, okay? But we have one of our members, well, I have to big up Trudy, right? She goes to her clients' homes. She
Okay.
does work with them at home and stuff like that as
So
well.
she's working with you and she...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we devise the program and the workout based on what your goals are, and we try to get you to your goals as fast as possible.
That's nice. For Andrew, for someone who has high cholesterol though, it's mandatory to exercise every day or?
Well, it's mandatory for them to look at the diet first,
Right.
right? And then once they get that clearance from the doctor, then yes, exercise is, you know, a key component to help in that. Yeah, probably not every day, but definitely at least 3 to 4 times a week, if possible.
I'll keep that in mind. When you look at the economy, you know, where we have reached right now, what are your thoughts, the fact that every day you're hearing persons being retrenched and...
Well, I know that working in our industry of fitness, that's seen as a luxury,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, it is tough, for us to encourage people to come to the gym, to work out and things like that, because it is seen as this luxury thing. I can't put aside that money to just go to the gym, right?
Right.
That's why we try to promote our gym as somewhere that it's affordable. It's like a home away from home then, right? So, for example, to do exercise at home, well, you could feel like you're doing exercise at home by us, right? But I mean, I know that it's tough, right? That's why our rates are relatively low, right? I mean, when I tell people call us to find out, well, what's our monthly membership and stuff like that, and I tell them, they're like, well, serious? And they want to know what they get with that. Then when I tell them, $300 for the month, unlimited, you could come to any amount of classes you want, use the gym whenever you want.
So it's what, Monday
to Saturday.
to Saturday?
Yeah, Monday to Saturday, Mondays to Thursdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And where can people get more information?
We have a Facebook page, Instagram account, Twitter, all search in Duro Body Fitness. That's Duro, Body Fitness on all those platforms, and you could contact me there.
I heard Matthew Alexander is asking where is this gym located?
We're on Stone Street,
Okay.
right? Number 1 Stone Street, so that's closer to Ryson Road end. Basically, the wall with all the billboards of the movies, we're directly behind that wall.
I know he's a chancellor guy, so he can probably go to Miss Duro Fitness Body, Miss Alexander.
Yeah, no
So
problem.
I just want to ask you for your closing comment and thank you so much for coming here this morning with us.
No problem. Well, basically, you know, I'm here. Well, I want to encourage you to join us. Right? You know, I've been on your case, right? So
Yeah,
we got to deal with all that curry. But we have lots of things coming up in the next few months. This month, we're having a little games night and karaoke lime.
That's nice.
Right? You're welcome to come and join us.
When
That'll be
is
on
it?
Friday the 30th, the night before the holiday, from 7 p.m. onwards.
Okay.
Right? So it's just a little get together, you know, people bringing stuff to share and things like that. Next month, we're looking at doing a family day. We're working on teaming up with Zipline TT to just have a day of activity.
Okay.
Right? And, you know,
And they're
line it
located in
together.
Chaguaramas?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
I'm terrified of that.
Well, I mean, we're not forcing people to do it, but I mean, we're just liming and we're hanging out.
Okay.
Probably do a barbecue and stuff like that. And I know they offer things like mountain bike riding and you know, different things. So it's just a day that we just go and hang out, do different things, you know, probably lime at the beach.
That's nice.
And then, well, October is our promo week, which is a week free. Basically an open house. You could come, you could work out for the week, see what we offer. We have raffles and prizes and giveaways. We usually have a discount for joining at that time as well. And then we have our anniversary party on the 5th of October down in Rockback on the bay next to Anchorage.
That's nice. That's so nice,
And
Andrew.
all the proceeds from that party will, well, not all, but some of the proceeds from that party will go to Vita's house.
Very nice. Thank you so much for coming here this morning
You're
at
welcome.
PSA TV. It's
Thank you
always
for
open
having
for
me.
you guys. So this is Mr. Andrew Francis. He is a co-founder of Duro Body Fitness. So if you want more information, you can reach him at his website and
Well,
also on
Facebook page,
Facebook.
yeah,
On
and
Facebook. So do you have a
Instagram.
contact if persons want to?
Yes, you could call us on 705-1027.
Thank you so much. So we're going to toss a short break and come right back to the program.